Let's get after it.
Seems just ruthless.
Intensity.
Okay, let's go.
You can't give an opportunity.
One of the toughest in my career so far.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. It was really tough. Really showed that we had another level.
Next game coming quickly.
Damn, we knew how it went. That is not normal.
People think because you are Chelsea that's easy to do, but that's not.
Champions of England, this time's in a row.
One word for last season, bombastic.
Sonia, it's been over a year now since you joined Chelsea. Could you tell me your first memories of when you joined the club?
Yeah, I'm probably not the best one to remember all the memories, so I'll try my best. What I felt when I first came into Chelsea was the feeling this club was really ambitious. I felt I was in the right place. Yeah, I feel really a lucky person. I really enjoyed being in this stadium. I played the Champions League final as a player, and we came also with Lyon. I came as a manager, so I can't wait to be now the manager for Chelsea and having all these fans supporting the team. I will tell you, be careful the bid. Maybe not in the beginning, but after I will let you and I will laugh at you. It's a mix and a balance between coming and bringing my mentality, having my vision, but also respecting what was done before. People knew I was stepping in big shoes after Emma's era.
Be upstanding for the one and only Emma Hayes.
When Emma left, it was just like, okay, what's now?
I've been with Emma for so long. It's kind of all you've ever known, so anything was going to be different for me.
For the ones that have been here the longest, we'd definitely be lying if we said they weren't. It's going to be so different. How do we adapt to that? How do we kind of change ways that have been set for 10 years?
This group taught me something so special this week. You never, ever give up, and this is what it means to be Chelsea.
Morning.
First impressions of Sonia, I think immediately, like, you think winner.
I didn't have expectations other than her being a good manager.
I'm giving the ball to Millie. She has one touch. I have to come. Okay, let's go. Good one, good one.
It was nice to be reunited with Sonia. I obviously know her, what she's about, how high of standards she has.
Sonia's been a player herself. She knows what it means to win, and let's just say she brings that out in her coaching as well.
Don't lose this one, Erin. This one is an easy one. Yeah, stay with me, Millie. Stay with me.
She loved intensity. She was on you from the first whistle. You never get a minute to breathe in the sessions, and I think obviously that transpired into the games when we've ended up winning a lot of games late, that it's amounted to the work we've done on a training pitch.
Good job, everyone. From the beginning, I wanted to just bring my mentality into the club, make sure I made everyone understand who I was.
She's very competitive, and she got good banter as well.
You can tell, Camille, when I'm happy, everything good, no?
It was just like a warm welcome.
You know, she gives out the banter, she's funny, but I think when we get on that training pitch, we know that it's go time and, yeah, got to hit the ground running.
I heard all that comments coming from sometimes outside, inside the club, on the fact Chelsea have never won in the Emirates. I have to be honest, I didn't care about that comment. I knew from how we started the season we were in a good place to go there and to perform and get a good result.
Par rapport au match contre Arsenal, je sais que c'est un grand match, que c'est un match très attendu et qu'on était prête pour ce match.
I remember the celebration with Myra, of course. It was a funny one. It was our first iconic one. This is the first thing that comes in my mind.
Mon but à l'Emirates contre Arsenal et j'étais très contente.
Sandy had a really first successful season with us. I knew her for a long time because when we were in France, we played against each other, but she's a smart player. And I think from the way we want to play, I think, yeah, we want to be dominant, we want to have the ball, and I think her technicality was good enough for the team.
I specifically watch the midfield when I'm on the bench. I like to analyse what they're doing so that if I come on, I know where the gaps are and where I can exploit and what I can sort of gain. I don't just sit there and, you know, twiddle my thumbs as people might think. When I came in, it was all about just closing up shop because we were winning.
As a team that we really came together, and I think it's always hard to play against Arsenal, and I think it really showed that we had another level in us.
Having known the games that we've had at the Emirates before and always falling short, for someone that's new to the league, new to Chelsea, Sonia, you understood that. Sonia immediately got that competitive edge and knows how much it means to win a London derby.
We broke some historical facts. Earliest one and biggest one was this win at the Emirates.
Every time you go out and play at Stamford Bridge, it's an amazing atmosphere. There's a lot of people, and for us to be able to play there as much as we do, it brings that little extra, even if we love to play home at Kings Meadow.
Never underestimate Kings Meadow. It's loud and proud, but we want more fans to be able to watch us play live. So we have to play in bigger stadiums like Stamford Bridge, and it is nice to see so many come and watch us. So we want to deliver. And that Man City game we knew was going to be tough, and it was really tough.
Stamford Bridge, c'est un grand stade et c'est très familier parce qu'il y a les fans qui sont derrière nous, qui nous encouragent. C'est incroyable, magnifique. Je sais pas comment dire, mais tu te sens, t'es excité parce que les fans ils crient, ils sont derrière toi, ils sont très contents, donc ouais, beaucoup d'émotions.
Obviously, the corner comes in. Lucy picks up the ball, play to me, and I just see it go in the corner. And that moment, like that, you'll never forget. It's like the roar from the fans. Best feeling in the whole world. When I score, I'm just so happy. I just scream and just hold my hand up and running towards the girls.
Now we go top of the league, and with a game in hand as well. City were kind of the challengers, haven't lost a game until today. I think it's something that I've spoken about before, coming here as an opposition and how difficult it is in that atmosphere. The City players maybe felt a little bit under pressure with that as well.
That stadium, Stamford Bridge, it's a special stadium for all the players. The connection with the fans is probably what makes the big difference, and how we feel that game's different from the other ones.
To set the tone at Stamford Bridge, like we want that to become our home. Times are changing, where it's no longer the men's, it's Chelsea Stadium, and we want people to think of Stamford Bridge and, oh my God, remember when Chelsea beat City and they won this game, and we're almost building that reputation.
Sometimes some people say, oh, you are a really good manager, but your players make you look like a good manager, because they are the ones where sometimes when the game is really tight, find the solution to win the game. So yeah, for me, it's really important to make sure we create the right environments for them to perform, but again, we have the right mentality as well. What is part of our DNA now is we always find a way to win.
Your first Champions League match for Chelsea. Are we beginning to see your style and identity in the team now?
It's always good to start with a win, with 3 points, especially playing the first game at home, Stamford Bridge, with the fans.
This was a good first start, but now we just want to keep climbing.
That Real Madrid game, we struggled. We were backs against the wall for long periods of the game.
I remember thinking, wow, first half was a bit tough to watch, to be honest.
And I remember Kat came off the bench and had one of the best cameo performances I've ever seen.
I just remember really just like Sonia telling me during halftime, like, you're gonna come in, bring your quality, you know, we know what you can do, and yeah, just do your thing.
I know Kat really well. I was lucky to have her in France before when I was with Lyon. I knew she had 2 really difficult seasons with her ICL. I know how much she loves football.
There were definitely a lot of times when I thought like, oh shoot, I don't know if I can do this again, like, you know, and to be able to finally do the thing that you love again is just like very special.
That moment in Real Madrid was special because she came in, she made a big impact for the team. Basically, we won that game because she was on fire and she just created a lot and scored that 2 great goals.
It definitely meant a lot, you know, just to be able to show my quality and show, you know, the impact that I can make on the team.
Kat in that situation, been through a really tough time with injuries, and to return and like save us in games was like incredible, and as teammates, like, you were just so happy for her.
Oh, I was just trying to help the team, trying to make an impact. You know, Sonia just told me to be confident out there and bring some positivity to the team.
I think it was really important for us to get these 3 points, finish top of the table, but also, going to Christmas vacations, having the mentality to have the job done.
Brilliant, thank you, Sonia.
Thank you so much.
So how does it feel to be at Chelsea?
The stadium is really nice, and so I'm very excited. Echt, it's very beautiful.
It was just like, okay, good that we managed to get them. Both Kira and Naomi such a professional, so I think everyone was just super happy that we're able to get more quality into the squad.
Yeah, I think first of all, why these signings? Because I think they are really great players, probably in their position the best ones in the world. Players, but great persons as well, which I care a lot about, so that's really important.
As soon as I spoke to the manager, Sonia, and the assistant, Cami, and it just made me feel very comfortable from the first conversation. And obviously, you've got world-class players as well, so yeah, just looking forward to getting started with the team.
Honestly, I felt really comfortable around the players quickly.
Hello.
Obviously, Kat and Mia, my fellow Americans, were huge in that. It was a little daunting too, but it was very exciting.
If your culture's right and your environment's right, which I think always has been, and that's been respectful, it's genuinely hand on heart being a family. And I do believe that is why it's so easy for people to come into our environment and just settle and just focus on what you're here to do, which is just to play football and love the game.
You know, I've seen from afar for many years how tight the team is and how well they all get on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to being a part of the changing room.
It's always difficult joining a new club in the middle of the season because you only have a few sessions and then straight into a game. But Naomi and Kira, they are experienced, they know what they're doing, they're great footballers and they fit perfect into this team.
So I feel like for me it felt very chaotic because I had also just joined, so I was trying to figure everything out, and then we had a game like every 3 days.
This is a really good start for us.
To summarize that period,
A run. We just won in our flow and enjoying football, and you saw it on the pitch.
What a goal.
Thanks, buddy.
Relentless.
Daily behaviours.
Inarrêtable. Ensemble.
Amazing.
Dramatic.
What colour's London?
It's blue, as always.
resilience,
grit,
mentality.
It wasn't always pretty, but it was like find a way to win, get points, advance in competition.
We always pull through, so there's not much I can say.
Maybe not playing our best football, but damn, we knew how to win.
Oh, baby. I don't know what happened there.
Intense, strong, and confident.
It's another job done, and yeah, we just have to keep focusing.
I played football a long time, but I've never played the same team 4 times in a row. That is not normal.
To have to play the same team 4 times, 3 different competitions in 12 days was a big challenge.
Sonia had said no player would be able to cope with that amount of games in that block, and Lucy didn't even. She's like, well, I would, and I know one other player that would. And then me and Lucy literally did every single game. Don't frown upon that, like, see that as a challenge and accept it and embrace it, like, it's exciting. Of all teams, it had to be Chelsea City.
The first one was probably the most important one in terms of psychological aspects. I think also was really important for us to win.
I remember we scored early, might have scored a goal. They scored in the second half, and then I think they scored an own goal. And we won with 2-1. So that was really nice to get that like first trophy.
It felt amazing. It's always amazing to lift the trophy. We were aiming for every competition, and this was the first one.
Great to get our hands on it again. Oh I've lost my voice, that's how much I'm shouting.
And then we go into the Champions League game, full of confidence, having won the Subway Cup final, and they blow us away that night.
We weren't happy with our performance, and we put ourselves in a really hard position.
Yeah, I think we didn't perform the way we wanted to. I knew even if we lost the game and we were losing after 90 minutes 2-0 down, the challenge was possible.
Didn't show enough of ourselves today. Obviously, I think that was a good performance by City, but I think we weren't intense enough in our press. I think we're obviously focused on the league game, but we know that when it comes to that game at Stamford Bridge, that we'll be ready as a team and as a club.
There's so much travel going on. In those times, I was shattered, and I was thinking, no, put it aside, you're fine. If you're tired, they're more tired than you. That was such a big game in terms of the swinging the title for us. That was like a 6-pointer. My calves felt like lead. I could barely even run for the goal that I had the header. No one knows that I was on my last legs. Everything was going in the goal. Even if I had to take the Man City player with me, she was coming in there with me as well, so I went in buzzing.
Being a manager or a player, what you remember the most in your career after when you retire are the emotions. Most of the time I try to stay calm because I want to respect the other team and the other manager in that sense. You score at the last minute in the game and your players just made you proud. I think that's probably nice moments for you to express and be a little bit more natural in that sense.
And I thought, oh no, I've got another game against Man City in 4 days. Let's get after it.
We knew that the last game was going to be the hardest game. At that time, maybe the most important, because otherwise we'd be out from Champions League.
I was injured at the time, so I was watching the team. You can't do anything, so you're literally sitting and watching, and it's the worst thing in the world, and you're like, please just score 5 goals in 5 minutes and we'll be fine.
We were defensively so switched on, but then going forward, we were absolutely ruthless.
Every time, like, we scored a goal, we'd like grab the ball, run back, and then we had to go again. Scoring 3 goals against Manchester City is really difficult, and doing it in like 45 minutes is even better.
That Champions League game at Stamford Bridge was probably the best first 45 minutes we played in the season.
We kind of went one game at a time. I think the minute you start looking at the last game and, oh my God, we'd be so tired by it. Forget it, like, we'll play this game. We've got a squad big enough to take care of it, and that was the mentality.
It was maybe one game too many for their depth, and the beauty of we had plenty of people to come in and run their socks off.
After those 4 games, we were just very relieved to be done. But yeah, I think it definitely brought us closer together. It was a tough 2 weeks for sure.
Did I think, right, you know, we've got a good chance of the Champions League at this point? Yeah, of course I did, because I believed in the group. Everybody felt it, everybody felt the energy.
When it comes to European competition, you know, especially when you face a team like Barcelona, it's always going to be hard.
Difficult to beat Barca over 2 legs. They're always going to up their game in one of the legs, but we never really gave ourselves a chance from the first leg.
I don't really know what happened during the end of the game. They score like 2 goals on us quite fast in the end of the game.
Their moments went in the back of the net, our moments hit the bar, went wide, went over. The lesson learned is when you're playing a team like that, you can't give an opportunity because they will take it, and that is the difference.
We could learn a lot from the game in Barcelona.
I think the second leg was almost an uphill battle, despite having that belief.
We tried to turn it around in this quick time, but yeah, it was difficult, we knew that.
Okay, this happened, but still you want to go into this game feeling like it's 0-0, and I think we started that game well as well.
Déçue. Après, on sait que Barcelone, c'est une très grande équipe, mais moi, je me sentais déçue, un peu frustrée de la défaite.
Did it hurt? Yeah, of course. It's always very sad to lose a game, especially such a important game. So yeah, it hurt.
Not a loss, especially by that amount, that anyone's like proud of, you know what I mean?
Some raw emotions for sure. Extremely disappointed. I think over the 2 legs we've been well beaten.
I'm still angry thinking about how we managed the games. That was one of the toughest lost in my career so far.
When we win, that's the players win. I will always have this mindset. When we lose, I lost. And I am the one who couldn't help my players, so I'm really difficult on myself. We couldn't, so yeah, sorry for that. We'll go again next season and try to do better. When the game is done, you cannot control anything. So, okay, how do we learn from what we were not able to do? That's almost the same in life. You learn from your mistakes or your different experiences, but also if you want to move forward, you have to look at the future, and that's who I am as a person, but also who I want us to be as a team and as a club.
Took a lot to pick the girls up after that because we were so disheartened, and you don't have time to like feel sorry for yourself. There's no pity parties.
We turn around, we have a next game coming quickly. You have to make sure you are ready.
We're realistic, we analyse, we take accountability, we take responsibility of the performances, individually, collectively.
People think because you are Chelsea that's easy to do, but that's not.
Luckily for us, we play a lot of games and we have to change quickly. So we knew that. We knew we had to turn around and look at the next game really quickly.
We came after the loss against Barcelona into this away game at Man United with the desire to win. I just remember I didn't say anything to my players in terms of result or how Aston Villa was performing against Arsenal. Some of them probably have saw the result in their phone.
We were all watching it on the telly. Of course, it affects our title race.
I was watching with some members of the staff, I remember that. You were there? Yeah.
So on the bus, it was on the TV. So I think we saw like maybe the first goal.
So I just said at one point, I don't want to know anymore, and just tell me at the end of their game what happened.
But you can't, as a human, help it. You can't help yourself. You just want to know the result, and then I can hear people saying, oh, it's 2-0. I remember Villa were up comfortably, and I thought, guys, this is it. This is the moment we can win it tonight.
We started the game with knowing just 1 point was enough for us to be champions.
Someone actually said at halftime all we needed to do was tie, and I didn't know that until halftime.
United away is always one of the hardest games for me. They're so gritty and hard to beat.
Yeah, it feels unreal.
I was not in the squad because I was injured. So me and Keish, we had dinner together, watched the game on our telephone, and then we won. And we were sitting there at the restaurant like, well, we just won the league then.
That night was Lucy's moment, and the Man City game was my moment. Man City at home was Sandy's moment. Real Madrid was Kat's, and I think everybody had them. That's what creates a team.
Yeah, we became champions, so it was a really nice feeling. Was probably not expecting for us to be able to do that. 3 games left in the season. One more to go, and now we want to enjoy and celebrate the league title, but also we'll need to focus on the last game, which is really important for us to finish in a treble. Journalists were telling me, do you think you can be unbeaten? I became to be focused on that goal after the Man United game.
We said to ourselves it would be quite embarrassing and disappointing to lift the trophy if we lost at home.
When you win it, everyone wants to beat you because you won. So we knew going into that game, like Liverpool wants to do everything they can to be the one team that actually won against us.
Champions of England, 6 times in a row.
We wanted to make sure we finished on a high and, you know, winning the treble, going unbeaten, like that was, we wanted to be the Invincibles.
That one was also not an easy one, but again, I think was probably the best sum up in the season. We found a way to win. It was a big celebration with the fans again. I think this title is really special, just the fact we were able to stay unbeaten in this league. I think when you are able to win, perform and bring some joy to the fans, I think that's the best thing you can do.
Maybe I feel it a little bit more because I've been here for so long, but you want to put yourself in the history books, like you want to add to your legacy, like not only of yourself, but of the club that you play for. And like I'm Chelsea through and through, and I always will be till my retirement. We want everyone to know like Chelsea won the league like 6 times, like back to back. No other team's done it. You want to be the team that's always spoken about, like we're leading the way. But yeah, the ultimate thing was writing history.
FA Cup final at Wembley is amazing.
My best moment?
Yeah.
Is the final FA Cup.
Starts when you wake up in the morning in that hotel and you look out the window and you see all the people who's there to watch you play.
The FA Cup is something like that's part of history in England. You are at Wembley, the stadium. A lot of good memories from football.
Just arriving to Wembley, seeing like our faces in the locker, walking the pitch before, and just knowing how big of a game that is like historically in England was really cool.
As a manager, to be able to be in that dugout in Wembley, it's already a lot. But again, that's not enough for us, not enough for me.
We're all very different, you know. Some are more nervous than others, some are dancing, some are making jokes. I am not one of them. I'll be minding my own business.
I've played at Wembley before with the US, and I was like, wow, it's so cool that like this is the first time someone was cheering for my team.
De prendre énormément de plaisir. C'est le plus important, et quand tu prends du plaisir sur le terrain, bah, tu te sens relâché et du coup, bah, tu profites des bons moments. Voilà. Puis j'ai marqué, ouais, incroyable.
I just remember it, we were just in control the whole game, and it was like you could see players expressing themselves, and it was just such a nice way to like round the season off.
I have, you know, been struggling, you know, physically, mentally, just like a lot of different challenges the past few years, and put an end to that, if that makes sense, you know. When I scored and I kicked the ball away, that was honestly just like pure emotions, like rage. I don't know if rage is necessarily like the right word, but you know, when you're just like, ah.
To end the season, playing at Wembley in front of our fans, winning, and just a top performance from our side, you can't really ask for more. It just felt like this is our trophy, and like end of story, this is our trophy. And yeah, we took it back to where it belonged.
When you walk on the stands, you know, and you have to go to just lift the cup, that's something really special. Being able to win and to finish the season on that with a treble, I think, well, again, it's difficult to realize how big it is.
Got a treble, I've achieved it, so party starts now.
And we had fun. Yeah.
It's something special in this club. A new coaching staff, we still managed to win 3 titles. That's Chelsea.
To go invincible, to have the most points during a league, like what we did was history. I'm really proud of the team.
The journey is definitely not over, and what we want to achieve, we want to do it all over again.
We want to keep going on. We want to win the Champions League on 1 point, and want to win. Chelsea always want to win.
For me, it should tell everyone that if you don't come to our games, you should be, and if you aren't a Chelsea fan, you should be a Chelsea fan. Be excited by us, because we're always looking for more.
We did a treble. We won nearly everything we could win. There are so many Chelsea fans as well. They are supporting us so much, and we are very happy about the fans, and yeah, the support is amazing.
We want to continue doing what we've been doing for the last, well, 6 in a row. And we want to do it again this season.
Yeah, as a manager, I'm really happy with the way it went last season. So yeah, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone. And yeah, hopefully now looking at the future, we'll have again a really successful season with trophies, wins, and yeah, this is what we want the most. If I have to sum up in one word, I would say magnificent.
First word that comes to mind, it's proud.
Amazing.
Dogged.
Incredible.
Family.
Phenomenal.
This team is just ruthless.
Amazing.
Unstoppable.
Wholesome. Increíble.
Awesome. Amazing.
Relentless.
Outstanding.
Powerful.
Records. Relentless.
Exquisite.
Monsters.
Incredible.
Bombastic.
Winners. Winners.
Winning.
Lou?